Hi there fellow guitarists, welcome to today's tutorial. In this lesson we're going to be covering Etude No. 3 by Fernando Sor. If you want the free tabs, click on the link in the description below. If you want a paid version that has my right hand fingering, left hand fingering and a few additional performance indications, then for a small fee you can also purchase that by clicking another link in the description below. This is an etude, which means it's a study. This gives you an opportunity to study a fundamental part of either technique or perhaps a combination of technique and also some theory. In this particular etude, I think there's an opportunity to study a little bit of both. For example, the tempo is Larghetto, which starts at around 60 BPM, so it's quite a slow, leisurely kind of pace. It's also in the key of A minor. From a guitar technique point of view, I think it's a wonderful opportunity to play block chords, whereby you're picking 2 or 3 notes at the same time. In this piece, you'll hear that a lot, like we're using 2 fingers at the same time and sometimes the thumb as well. When I'm doing this, I think it's a good chance for you to think of treating 2 or 3 fingers as just one. For example, when we start off, I actually think of my fingers not as 3, not as thumb, index, middle, but as just one, and they work all together. The same goes when I'm doing 2 strings at a time. I've sort of actually locked them together there, and they just move as a single unit. Also in this piece, there's a chance to use the dotted rhythm. So in this we have a dotted quaver followed by a semiquaver, this kind of beat. What you want to try to do there is get that really snappy. Let's start. An open E and the 1st fret on the B string together, and it's got that dotted rhythm that I said. And also, similar to Etude No. 2 by Fernando Sor, it starts with an anacrusis, which means we're starting on an upbeat. This is in 3/4, that's what the time signature is, and we're starting on beat 3. So when we're counting this, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, and then it starts on the 3. 3, like that. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so we're starting just that anacrusic bar, and then we're moving into the first full bar. So we do those 2 notes again, but we include the open A, and as I said, treat your fingers as one finger. You can either use index and middle or annular and middle. I'm not really going to specify which one, it's up to you. Then we have that's 3rd fret on the B string and 4th fret on the G string together. Then 1st fret on the B string and 2nd fret on the G string together. The next bar, we have the same 2 notes, but this time we're playing an open E at the same time. Then we move to this. 1st fret on the G string and open B. Then 3rd fret on the B string, 1st fret on the 1st string together, twice with that dotted rhythm. From the beginning, it sounds like this. One thing I should mention too before we start getting any further into the piece I don't think you should arpeggiate your chords. This is what I mean. When I'm sort of rolling it. Sometimes it's called a roll. A lot of guitarists do that, and it's really nice to do. But sometimes it becomes too much. You're not really meant to do it all the time. It's meant for colour. So if I did it like all the time, it's going to sound like this. For this etude, I would recommend just playing everything all at the same time. That idea. Don't roll the chords. Okay, let's continue on. So we have the same two notes that we ended that bar with, and an open E in the bass. Then that is first fret on the B string and an open E together. Then third fret on the B string and fourth fret on the G string together. That bar sounds like this. Then we have that's open A and the same two notes that ended the previous bar. Then first fret on the B string and second fret on the G string together. From the beginning it sounds like this. Then we have this. Two open E's with the dotted rhythm. Then we move to this. So we're still holding that chord. Then here I'm going to do like a hinge bar, and I'm going to pivot on this first finger, and it's going to finger the first fret on the first string like this. Then half a bar at the first fret and second finger on the second fret of the first string, and play the G, B and E strings together. Those two bars sound like this. Then that's open G, open B and third fret on the first string together. To the first fret on the first string. Then second fret on the A string, first fret on the B string and open E together. It sounds like this. Then we have, this is a pivot finger, so keep that finger on. We're playing third fret on the D string, second fret on the G string, open E string. And then we have a dotted rhythm. So that semiquaver comes in on the third fret of the B string. Then we have second fret on the D string, open G and first fret on the B string together, followed by third fret on the sixth string and open D and open B together, then to a C chord. Third fret on the A string, second fret on the D string, first fret on the B string together. I'll play that entire section. Do that again. Then start again, but we're going to move into the B section, which is a little different. You still have that same beginning. Then we're moving to a C major chord, which is the relative major of A minor, which is this. That's bar 17. That's third fret on the A string, first fret on the B string and an open E together. Then you just follow it with the two notes on the second and first strings alone. Then back to the three notes. Then that's the dotted quaver, followed by a semiquaver on the first fret of the B string, like this. Then we move to a G chord. 3rd fret on the 6th string and 3rd fret on the 1st string and an open B together. Then to the 3rd fret on the B string, like this. Bar 17 to 18 sounds like this.